Well, tonight at 10, summer markets are beginning to open up with local vendors selling their creations and their harvests.
And in Superior, those makers have a new opportunity to grow their business. Northern News Now's Leslie Krebs spoke with the people behind the idea.
4 new cottages have popped up on Barker's Island, all to promote tourism and local economic growth. 4 blue and red buildings with foldable windows, heat, and electric now sit at the water's edge. It all started when Jody Saylor, who works for Superior's Park, Forest, and Recreation Department, heard the need for a warm, affordable space for vendors.
I thought, why don't we provide buildings and places where people can come no matter what the weather is and sell? So that idea kind of then came into these buildings could be used all year round.
It's also a place for Superior residents to get to know their neighbors.
This just provides an option to see what people are doing, what people are making, and what people are providing as far as their talents.
Lindsay Grosky works for Superior in tourism and development. She hopes these cottages can bring back nostalgia of the island for Superior's residents.
As we looked at all the improvements on, a natural level, now we're adding that other piece back in, and I think it's really exciting for people that have lived here for a long time to bring back those memories.
Saylor says the buildings have already found a use. The Twin Ports Community Market plans to use them as spaces for vendors to rent at every market during the season. One more space for the community to gather.
Putting people together to have a nice time, be together, I think is really, at the end of the day, the most important thing for our community to feel supported, and not only together.
In Superior, Leslie Krebs for Northern News Now.
And if you're interested in renting a space, smaller cottages cost $25 a day. Those larger cottages cost $50 a day. More information on how to rent the space can be found on our website.